Thomas was happily taking passengers along his branch line. He whistled to everyone and tried to make up for lost time. He arrived at Elsbridge Station in time. But just when he let the passengers leave, he felt the tracks rumble beneath his wheels. Thomas didn't recognize this particular rumbling. "Look at that," said his driver. "It's the new engine." And the new engine rolled through Elsbridge Station with a lot of trucks, more than Gordon or Henry could take. "Who's that ugly duckling?" said Thomas, annoyed. "That must be Neville," said his driver. "He is helping with all the freight." "An ugly duckling pulling ugly trucks," puffed Thomas. And he puffed out of the station. Later that evening, Thomas and Percy were resting in the sheds. They had worked hard all day and were very tired. Then the new engine rolled in. "Hey guys, I'm Neville. Is it okay if I rest here for a little bit?" "No," said Thomas angrily. "This shed is for engines of the Fat Controller only." "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know," said Neville sadly. "I will find another shed to sleep then." And he slowly puffed away. "What was that for, Thomas?" said Percy, confused. "What if he doesn't come back tomorrow?" "Well, then I don't have to look at the ugly duckling anymore," he said. Percy wanted to say something, but Thomas already closed his eyes, pretending to be asleep. The next day, the Fat Controller was looking for Neville. "There you are, Neville," said the Fat Controller. "I was worried you had left." "I'm glad you didn't. There are 2 freight trains waiting, and all the other engines are busy. Do you think you can manage them?" "I can pull them both at once. I used to do that on the mainland all the time," said Neville. "Excellent. You are a lifesaver, Neville," said the Fat Controller. And Neville went on his way. In the meantime, Thomas also had extra work too. He had so many passengers that he needed more coaches. Thomas had never pulled this many coaches before. He had so many that his driver had his doubts. "I don't know if you're strong enough, Thomas," said his driver. "Nonsense! I can do it," he said, annoyed. So they coupled the coaches on to Thomas. Thomas pulled hard and tried with all his might to get the coaches to move. "You can do it, Thomas," said his driver. I'm trying," said Thomas. And eventually, they started to move. The coaches were very heavy, but Thomas still tried. But then there was trouble. Thomas couldn't get up Gordon's Hill. He didn't have enough steam. "It isn't your fault, Thomas," said his driver. "We should have known." In the meantime, Neville was working hard, puffing along the rails. Just when they arrived at Gordon's Hill, they were stopped by a signal. The signalman ran to them and explained the situation. "Thomas is stuck at Gordon's Hill. His coaches are too heavy for him." "Then we'll help him," said Neville. They uncoupled the freight and went on. "Hey, Thomas," said Neville. "We're here to help you get over Gordon's Hill." "Are you sure, Neville?" said Thomas. "Even after what I said yesterday?" "Of course. It's nothing," he said, and they started to push Thomas up the hill. Slowly but surely, they got some speed. And eventually they were at the top of Gordon's Hill. Thomas flew over the tracks all the way down. Neville didn't follow. He had to collect his coaches still at the bottom of the hill. He was coupled on, and they started their journey again. Neville had no issues going up Gordon's Hill. Neville was a tender engine. That means he had more coal and water. He also had more experience on steep hills than Thomas. Neville stopped at the station where Thomas was picking up passengers. "Thanks, Neville," said Thomas, "and I'm sorry about yesterday. You're truly useful." "Don't worry, Thomas. I don't mind. I know I'm odd-looking." The engines laughed. Thomas didn't mind the new duckling now, and he made sure not to be rude to Neville again.